money because there's a lot of charities out there that struggle, but we're very fortunate that they support us as well as they do, and that's how we were able to build this beautiful building that we have.
So this is
another
male, black, white chest. Let's get the little team. They came in yesterday and they were overheated. We had to put them in the pool of water. Animal Services had to bring them all the way from Avon Park, and the truck was hot and they were overheated. Their temperatures were 103.
I try real hard not to get angry at people when they come in, especially when it's their dog and they just don't want it anymore. Like a couple weeks ago, we got in a dog that they adopted from here, a sweet, sweet dog, and the family decided they had to have a Pomeranian and a cat, and the Pomeranian didn't like the dog that they had taken home that was 7 years old, so they tied it outside, and it became full of sores and fleas and of course infested with ant bites and everything, and they said, well, we don't want this dog anymore, and just dumped it here.
Handling our emotions is very hard. Thankfully, with how I grew up in life, with living on farms and everything, I've been able to put a wall kind of up. So when I'm dealing with it right then and there, I can take care of that task at that moment. It's not until after the fact that I'll break down and cry.
Are you more of a dog person or a cat person?
I don't like to choose, honestly. I don't really like picking favorites in a lot of different aspects, but yeah, I am a Leo though on my astrology sign, so I like to think I'm more of a cat person. I actually really like big cats, tigers and lions and stuff. That would be, if I had a dream job, it would be working with large cats.
I came to work here at the Humane Society as I had graduated high school. I needed hours to have on a resume because you can't just pop out of high school and go to work. Sometimes they ask for a little more. So I came here to volunteer, and after a few months of volunteering, they said, hey, we really like your work, so would you like to work with us full-time? And I said, yes. Before I worked here, I was just kind of a freelance artist. I do digital drawings, I do commissions. My specialty is animals, which is probably why I was pulled to this place. Animals are kind of have a soft spot in my heart.
Working here is what made me want to work here, actually, because I've been around animals since I was young. 4 years old, I started raising and showing horses, and I've always had animals in my life.
Do you like pets? Oh, I like pets too.
I've worked here for about 2 weeks.
What's it feel like to be the new girl?
I love it. I just love animals, and it also helps me to not bring all the animals home, so I get to see them while I'm here.
Well, for a number of years now, we've been turning donated bedding into smaller pieces that work better for the animals in the kennels inside. And we've also been given a lot of nice fabric, and we're making reusable shopping bags that they can sell as an ongoing fundraiser.
Do you prefer to work with people or animals?
I definitely prefer to work with animals. You just get more satisfaction out of working with animals. You get to see the progress that you've made with the recovery and their personalities.
That's a silly question. I prefer animals over people any day, sorry.
I very much prefer to work with the animals, as difficult as some of them may be with their personalities and their history. They are a lot easier to get through than some people, which is not a big surprise. Some people can be very difficult. I very much do get attached to certain animals. It's very hard not to. We have mama dogs that I've bonded with while their puppies went home. I've had old dogs who I bonded with before they either passed away, sadly, in our care, or went to their forever home for their last few days. There have been a few adoptions that have made me burst into tears. We recently adopted out Snickers, our big boy who's been here for 3-4 years. He was a favorite for all of us here at the Humane Society, and watching him go home was the best thing in my life. You really get attached to these guys.
Her name is Magnolia. She was found and brought into animal control in a cardboard box. She'd been attacked by some animal, and she lost one of her legs. But she's healing up remarkably fast and is doing very, very well.
This little guy was a stray, and his owner just came yesterday looking for him. He's been with us for over a week now, but Animal Services picked him up and then brought him here, and they finally came looking yesterday, so I think he's going to be going back to his owner today.
You're a good baby, Polly. Good Polly. When you take blood, what do you check it for?
Heartworms. It takes 9 minutes for the test. Hi, darling.
When we're interviewing people to work here or volunteer here, first of all, we never hire anybody till they volunteer. We want to make sure that they are able to accept the animals, and even more importantly, that the animals accept them. So that's what we always try it out to see how you are a fit for us, how you fit in, and how you're able to handle the animals. There's a lot to handle here, and it's some of it's very sad, a lot of it's happy, but there's a lot of difficult things too.
We solely depend on the public donations. So naturally, we post on Facebook. Word of mouth is awesome. And we go out there and we talk to everybody, and people that we talk to then go and talk to people. So word of mouth works as well.
Well, I moved here about 3 months ago. He was the one that let me know. My boyfriend, he let me know about coming here and adopting. So
Everything that happens here is by private donations. We get no county support, no tax support. A lot of people think we get money from the Humane Society of the United States. We get nothing from anybody. We are totally independent, and all of our money comes from the community.
We choose the name of the dogs by, we survey their personality types. Maybe they're a certain color, or they're bubbly, or they're really shy at first. We'll pick and choose from there, or we'll pick a theme such as mama dogs and puppies. We'll name the mother something special, and the puppies will be branches off from that. We recently had a mama dog. Her name is Persephone, who is the goddess of spring in Greek mythology, and all her puppies are going to be named after trees. And it's really cute. It's really nice. I love naming them. It's my favorite thing. And I hope to one day name one Beyonce.
This is actually one of our ringworm cats who's been in quarantine. So she's going to get a bath next, and she's going to go outside to dry, and then she gets to be released and go back into adoption.
Polly Pocket's results are negative. Super, yes.
The way I handle my emotions when dogs come in really bad conditions, such as sicknesses, cancer, wounds, or abuse, like obvious signs of abuse, you kind of keep yourself level, keep yourself calm. If you freak out, it doesn't help the dog's situation, because they can read our energy, our emotions. They'll feel scared if we're scared. So you just kind of have to be there for them. You have to be a comfort. You have to be someone they can curl up with when they're not feeling well, help them give their medication and keep them comfortable. And eventually, when their spirits lift, you'll feel that too somewhere deep inside. And it really helps the dogs to just keep a level head and just make sure you know they're going to be okay, because they're here now. They're in your home. This is their home now. They'll be safe.